Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. So I had an incredible interview today with a woman named Jessica, and she is a tutor for teens, and she also has a group on Facebook for mamas to help their teens learn to love learning. Um, so I had an interview with her today about my Insight for Life program, and it brought up some really good points for Christmas time that I really wanted to share with you guys that I think may benefit any of the single moms or single dads out there for Christmas when you don't have your children, right? So now you have to share your children on Christmas, and like maybe this year you don't have your kids. Next year you'll have them. Maybe you split them so you don't have them Christmas morning, you have them Christmas night instead. And it's just, let's face it, right? It's not the same, you know? So one of the pointers that I kind of gave in my interview about that is you really, it is what it is, guys. You know, there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do to change it. That's how your life is with your child now. You know, even if you remarry, it's still going to be the same. You know, even when they're adults, it's going to be the same because they're going to want to see mom and dad on Christmas, right? So, the best thing that you can do for your own mental health in an instance like this is put your hand on your heart and accept it. Honestly, truly, it's the best thing that you can do for yourself and your kids, right? Because no kid who gets to spend a limited amount of time on Christmas with their parent wants to spend that time with you being miserable and sad and crying and upset because that's all the time you get with them, right? So put your hand on your heart, accept it. Maybe that's not the case for you. Maybe there's someone that you're grieving this Christmas. Maybe it's someone that you're grieving that you can't be with that's still alive. Maybe you cut ties with someone and they don't want to speak to you anymore and you really miss them. You know, there's a million different ways that you can grieve, whether the person is alive or deceased. In an instance like that, you can also put your hand on your heart and you have to accept it. Accept that they're not going to be there, right? But another thing that you can do is journal about it. Whether they're alive or passed away, write a letter to them. You don't have to mail it. You don't have to send it. You don't have to give it to them. But write a letter to them and let them know how you feel. Let them know how sorry you are that they're no longer with us. Let them know how much you miss them and that you wish that you could see them. And how hurt you are that they don't want you in their life. You know, whatever the circumstance is, just write them a letter, tuck it away somewhere, rip it up after if you want to, you know. But those are some really good tools to kind of have in your back pocket this holiday season if Christmas is going to be really hard for you, you know. Whether it is Christmas or Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you celebrate, you know, the emotions are all the same, right? Even if you don't celebrate at all, maybe there's someone New Year's Eve that you usually spend it with and they're not going to be around. You know, maybe you've broken up, maybe you've gotten a divorce and, you know, this time of year you're kind of lonely or you miss that person, whatever the case may be. But again, these are some really good tools for you to kind of have in your back pocket. Put your hand on your heart, cry, let the emotions out, write about it, rip up the page when you're done, or just write it in your journal, whatever the case may be. I'm telling you, it will help. It will help. The sooner you can accept that this is now your circumstance and this is how your Christmas is going to be or your holiday, the sooner you're going to be able to cope and the easier it will be. Okay? It's never going to be okay, especially if you've lost a loved one, but accepting it will help you navigate through those emotions much easier. All right. So happy Thursday. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, a very happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, happy whatever it is that you celebrate. I'm just glad that you guys are here. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye.